probably asking yourself, why would you want to unwire a truck? Well, the other truck is the donor truck to this one. So just on the right side of the brake cylinder there, you'll see where the harness goes into the firewall, and there's a little bolt right there. That does unplug. Sometimes these things are very sticky. This one came out rather nice. So once you get this out, then there's one plug here that goes to the wiring harness that goes to the back of the brake lights and the fuel pump. And I'm going to take it apart. You'll see that they're starting to come apart here. This one here all on its own. That's your main harness right there. I hope it fits through here. There's a harness that goes underneath the body there, and it goes to the tail lights, and it also goes to your fuel pump, so I'm going to need at least the fuel pump portion of it anyway. So I'll have time to get underneath and get the starter wires and that other harness going to the back. This truck's pretty rusty, so I've busted off pretty much anything that holds this harness into place. Here's the plug that goes to your gas tank. Should be all set to pull through from the front now. Just going to go on underneath and loosen it up there a little bit more. So once you've got all this pulled through the frame and everything from underneath, what I've done is it's just hanging down under the engine there right now, and I'm just pulling that whole back harness through. All the way to the taillights. So you end up with quite a harness here. It's basically all your lights and for your fuel pump. And right down here is the main wire that goes into the computer. I'm going to have to relocate it on the 87. It's a little bit of a different harness, but I can make it work. There's one last thing to do under the hood here yet. These two screws have to come out before you can pull it through. And there you go. All the rest is from the inside now. Meet you in there. So I'm on the inside now, and this truck's got a little bit of extra room here because I've already taken the seat out. I sold it. So I'm going to strip it down from inside here and take all the wiring out of here. We need it for Willie. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out the glove box. And down she comes. Oh, look at all the goodies. Pen. Part of a pen. Some nice fresh gum. And salt. Oh, look at that. And another part of a pen. So I'll just take this part out. And down in the corner here is the computer. So now I'm on the other side of the truck, and I'm going to start taking things apart here. So you can use an impact driver to get these screws out, but in this case I'm scrapping this truck. So we just use alternate measures. need some parts for Willie, because the dashes are different anyway, so I'm going to take the whole dash out. So this is what this truck looks like. That's where the computer wire went through, and it's been completely gutted now. And the interior, right now I've got the dashboard out and just keeping it in here until I'm ready for it in the other truck. Hopefully the steering column is going to work in that one too. But it's pretty much down to bare bones everywhere. Anyway, this is the other driver's side of the dashboard, upside down, and this one has the fuses up inside of the dash, so I'm going to have to take this part of the harness and this here portion. I'm going to have to use that in the mud truck. Just have to figure out a place to put that fuse box. So this is the portion that came out of this part of the dash with all the gauges and everything on it. And if I turn this around, that's where the main plug goes into for all your gauges and lights and everything. Hopefully I'm going to be able to incorporate this into my other dash somehow and get this all to plug in. And I'll have gauges and everything. Maybe I'll stop blowing my engine. So this is what's left of that other dashboard. And I've got all the wiring yanked out of it now. Everything that I wanted. So it's all in a cluster right there. I'm going to make an attempt to use part of this dashboard here. This is the part that goes around by the steering column, and that's where the gauges sit in, and where this slot is, that's where there's a plug comes through. I kind of want to try and use that whole piece and attach it inside my other dashboard. This way I can just snap my gauges into place and bolt everything in, and it should be good to go. So if all goes well, One Eyed Willie's going to be at the Mud Fest